Hello YouTube, it's me again, and today I'm going to give you guys my Star Wars Episode 7 reaction. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens just came out in theaters, technically today, really. I saw it, midnight, I got the midnight showing on Thursday, and I saw it this morning, at the time of this video, again, because it was that awesome. So, this will be kind of a long video, but let me just say that J.J. Abrams went to town with this movie. This movie is fucking awesome. It is the best Star Wars movie yet, probably. It is so much better than like the prequels by a long shot, and I think this stands toe to toe with the originals. Like, it was just so well done. Like the story, like the filming, the dialogue, the action, effects. It just had everything. It was. I've been waiting for this movie for 10 years, for an episode 7, and I will tell you, this was worth the wait for episode 7. Like, it was amazing. Like, now this is definitely going to be spoilers, so, I mean, I really liked how, I mean, like, I remember in the theater that, like, I mean, the audience, including myself, was like, we were getting really into it. Like, we clapped when, like, we saw the Lucasfilm and episode 7 crawl, and, we also applauded when we saw Han and Leia again, when we saw R2-D2, when we saw them, especially when we saw the Millennium Falcon when they were getting chased, when Finn and Rey were getting chased by the TIE fighters. Oh, that was awesome. And like when Han and Chewie boarded it, and like especially when Kylo Ren got his ass kicked in the end, like that was just amazing. Like there was a lot of applause, so it was awesome. I don't know if there's any other word I can give it to you. It was just good. It was amazing. This was the movie I've been waiting for 10 years, at least. I just can't tell you. Like, I'm extremely thankful for George Lucas, for Kathleen Kennedy, for Disney, for Lucasfilms, for making this movie, because they completed my childhood. My childhood is complete now. But, yeah, so I mean, it was good, so we'll just go with the plot. So basically, most of the Star Wars rumors were true, like about 90 to 95% of the rumors were basically true. But really what happens is, Kylo Ren, well, this takes place 30 years after the Battle of Endor, so the events of Episode 6. So what happens is that, it's, so, Kylo Ren is the son of Han and Leia, and like, and Luke is training a new generation of Jedi, but Kylo Ren somehow turns bad. This Stoke guy, who's the new leader of the Empire, which is now renamed or reorganized into the First Order. He somehow seduces Kylo Ren, or at the time was Ben Solo. I think that was a name taken from the expanding universe. So it's nice that they kept some elements in there. Excuse me. And so I don't know. He just went bad. He killed all his students, and like Luke, I guess rage quitted basically. Like he just walked away from everything. So then they reformed the Empire as the First Order, and basically both the Resistance, which is trying to find, led by Leia Organa, is trying to like just find Luke, and like the Empire wants to find, or the First Order wants to find Luke as well, for various purposes, to kill Luke and to help him defeat the First Order. And so Leia sends Poe Dameron out there, out to Jakku to retrieve a portion of the map, because they don't have like the map to where he is, the map from Dora. And so like so like the First Order like tracks him down. They go to the village, and Finn like is with is part of the attacking force. And so basically, Poe gets Poe tries to run, but like his fighter gets damaged in like the firefight between the villagers and the stormtroopers. And so the stormtroopers basically easily overwhelm the village, and Poe Dameron gets himself captured. And then there's this old guy who gave Poe like the map. I don't know I don't know. I think he's unnamed, and I didn't pick up his name, and I don't know what his significance is, but I think he might be a family friend of Han and Leia, and at the time Han Solo. So, and then Kylo kills that guy. Like Poe gets captured, and like he And then the stormtroopers basically kill all the villagers. They shoot them up. And Finn, who's part of the attacking force, like, I mean, he sees his, like, friend die or something, like a fellow stormtrooper, and he, like, I don't know, I guess he just kind of lost it. Like, and, like, he refused to shoot the villagers, and so, like, I think that's when he, like, snapped, and he's like, I had enough of this, man, I'm out. And so, like, he gets Poe to escape, but, like, before, like, Poe Dameron gets captured, he, like, puts the map in BB-8, and he, like, runs off to Haiti, well, rolls, rather. I mean, BB-8's cute, but, he rolls to, like, to get away. So Poe gets captured, like, Kylo interrogates him, and then they find out it's in the BB-8 droid. And so basically BB-8 runs into Rey, who, like, was left like on Jakku because like when she was very little, when she was like 5 or something. And so like she basically works as a scavenger, and she gets paid in rations rather. So I mean the food must be shitty, I imagine, but that's like paid in portions, as the guy called it. And sorry, I'm a bit sick, but I'm trying to recall. And then like Rey saves BB-8 from all the like the scavengers. And the guy, and like when like Rey was like about to turn BB-8 in, like, and like she was gonna get paid handsomely for it, but she turned it down. And so the guy running it, giving out the food, like wanted the droid. And and so like they alert, so like then the First Order gets like alerted, because at the same time this is all happening, Finn breaks out Poe Dameron from the Star Destroyer where Kylo's at, and so they escape, but they get shot down and they crash land. So the First Order goes and tries to track them down, and like Finn runs into Rey, like, and then the stormtroopers like follow. Then they destroy the camp rather that they're at, and so they actually they escape the Millennium Falcon. Which, like, there's applause. I mentioned this earlier, that there was, like, applause lines when, well, like, people were cheering when they saw the Millennium Falcon. That was awesome. And so, they shake off the TIE fighters, like, they shoot them down, and then they escape Jakku. And, like, and then they run to Han, I don't know, I guess he's just operating this barge, I guess you'd call it, or some sort of, he operates a ship now. And so he like tries to get the Falcon back and Chewbacca. When we saw them, like Han and Chewie again, the crowd cheered. So then like Han got caught up like with these two gangs, so like they owed him like I don't know, he owed them money or something. And like so he released this creature. Well, Finn and Rey like released this creature on them, and like they escape, and then like. And then they also tell them that like Finn plays off as like he's part of the Resistance, but he's not. And and so Finn plays off like he's part of the Resistance, and so like he wants to try to get BB-8 to the Rebel base, or Resistance base rather. And so like so Han takes him to this planet to Maz Kanata, who's this short character who's an alien, and they try to get they want to try to get BB-8 to the Resistance base, but at the same time, like what's happening is that the First Order is building the super weapon, like it's a Death Star on steroids. Essentially, they converted the entire planet to this laser that can destroy planets, which is you can clearly see in the poster here. And so they destroy this planet where the Republic is at, like, because the Republic is passively helping the Resistance against the First Order. And, like, originally I thought Coruscant was destroyed, and I was like, holy shit, Coruscant's destroyed. They killed Coruscant, those bastards. And so, like, Finn, like, worked on there in the sanitation department. And so, but, like, during, well, let me backtrack a bit. So, like, when they were, like, trying to, like, get Kanata to help them, like, Finn was like, I don't want to do this, I just want to get out of here. And so, and he, like, almost leaves, but then he sees the planet gets this planet where the Republic's at get destroyed. And so, like, at the same time, Rey stumbles upon Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber because Maz Kanata had But that lightsaber, like hidden, like locked away. I don't. They never explained how they got it, which is unfortunate. But but I would say, and then like I'm trying to remember what else happens. It happened recently. I'm kind of tired, but and so like they agree. Well, they agree that they're gonna like go to resistance base, and then the Empire attacks the planet that they're at, and like in the struggle, like Rey gets captured by Kylo Ren, and then she's interrogated, and and then like she turns out to resist Kylo Ren's force torture, I guess you can call like his mind tricks and tactics. And like she's like, "Oh, you'll never be as strong as Darth Vader," and like Kylo Ren's kind of taken aback by that because he like Darth Vader, who's his grandfather, like he looks up to Vader, like he's kind of like his idol. And like I remember, like also like Rey, like found the right lightsaber. She had all these Force visions to where Luke kind of was, to where like a bunch of other things like where Kylo killed all of Luke's students. That was pretty cool. It was scary. Like I got jump scared when I saw the visions. And then so she gets captured, and then like she uses her Force powers. Like she just discovers them to get out of the cell. And so and meanwhile, Han, Chewie, and Finn they get rescued by the Resistance, and then we get to see Leia again. There was a cheers up for that as well. And we get to see our good old boy C-3PO again. They never explained why he had the red arm. Now he had that red arm, but and so like they go to the Resistance base today, and Finn tells them everything. And like also it's revealed that he told them that he was a stormtrooper, and people were like cool with it, like welcome to the team. And so like they attack the planet where this Imperial the First Order super weapon is, and and so like they have to disable the shield, so they have to, but like they can't do it, like they have to like disable the shield first. So Han is like able to like you go like land on the planet like through hyperspace, which is crazy, and not to mention he went through hyperspace like in the hangar, which was also cool during the movie when they escaped that like freighter, which Han owned. And the thing with the Millennium Falcon is also like it got stolen from him by this guy, and then like a bunch of other people stole it from this person, and then this person stole it from that person. It was like kind of like thieves' gallery, and eventually they landed up into that guy in Jakku, who was giving out the portions. But anyway, so they attack the the First Order base. Like they disable the shields. Like they were able to force Captain Phasma to do it, and so they attack. They attack this oscillator, which is basically fueling the whole thing, and like the super weapon runs on the power of the nearby sun. And if they drain the entire sun, that means that the weapon is going to be charged. They just kept draining the power of the sun. So they attack it, and like Han and I remember this was the saddest scene in the movie that Han and Chewie are going to they're disabling they're placing charges, and then like Kylo Ren goes to stop them. And like Han tries to bring Kylo back to like the light, and Kylo kills him. He killed Han. Like that was like people were like gasping. Like I was like, wow, that bastard. He did that. He actually freaking did that. He killed his own father. But like Kylo Ren was also kind of crying. Like I mean, he didn't really want to do it, but like he had a tendency to go to the light, but like Stoke, like he wants to be like Vader, almost like a copycat killer, almost. So, anyways, so then like Chewie shoots Kylo, and then there was applause for that, and like he's wounded, and like Chewie sets off the charges, and like the oscillator gets damaged during the battle like a lot. So it's a big thing. It takes a lot of damage, and like it's not going well for the Resistance because they're getting pwned by the TIE fighters and all. They lost like over half their fleet easily, like 3/4 in the end. But so Finn and Rey escape, and then they get to fight Kylo Ren, which was the best part in the movie, literally. Like Finn and like it was first like Finn versus Kylo Ren because Ren knocked out Rey, and so like Finn, they were both like beating each other up, like they were like kind of stabbing each other, slashing at each other. And like I actually thought that I didn't see the spoilers before this, so I actually thought Kylo Ren killed Finn, but I knew that he couldn't die based off the rumors. But it looked like that he died. I was like, whoa. And so Rey wakes up and she takes the lightsaber, and it's kind of like, and like Kylo's about to win, and he's like, I can show you the Force. And Rey just turns the fight around and kicks his ass. Bam! That was just awesome. Like I even think she broke that his cool lightsaber, and like she gave him a scar, like, and she stabbed him in the shoulder, slashed at him, like it was amazing. Like in fact, I'm surprised that no one lost any limbs in that fight, from what we could tell. I thought Kylo Ren lost his leg, but apparently it was part of his robes or something. I don't know. And so this entire time, also R2D2 is shut off, like for like I think he shut himself off, and like he doesn't want to come back on. And so the damage from the charges that Chewie set off is able to create opening for Poe Dameron, who's this rebel pilot and like the best pilot in the Resistance. He destroys the oscillator, which therefore destroys the planet, the weapon, and the planet. And like during the fight, like Rey couldn't finish Kylo because like the planet was starting to fall apart and they had to get out. But I remember then what happened was like they escaped, and then like R2 comes back on, and like they piece together the map with BB-8s, and then they find Luke, and so they go and they find Luke, and like Rey has to walk up all these elaborate steps to find Luke, and at the end she gives him his lightsaber, but she really just holds it out to him, and they just stare at each other, and that was the ending. Like I thought there would be more to it, but yeah, so that's the plot. I know I was rambling a lot, but yeah, but like here's what I think that could have been better in the movie personally, and it's very little. Like I thought there could have been more dialogue at the end, like just instead of like Rey like holding out the lightsaber to Luke and then just staring at each other. I thought that could have been that they could have done more with that. And in the deleted scenes they probably did, but they cut it out because this movie's over 2 hours. So yeah, it was also a little bit hard at times to understand Kylo Ren talking through his mask, but they even poked fun at that. Like Poe Dameron like poked fun at that in the beginning. Yeah, I really didn't understand like the purpose of Stokes' character. Like I get it, like he's this big bad guy, but like again, he's probably not like in the movie. He's like supposed to be like 50 feet tall or something, but like I think that's just a hall projector trick. In fact, the hall projector technology's gotten so much better. Like it's where you're actually like there in person, but it's really not you. It's just a hologram. Like I don't understand like his point. Like was he an inquisitor for the emperor, but like he was a fanboy, and then he decided, Palpatine's down, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Was he in the empire? Was he a Sith? Well, they didn't really touch upon his background, but he's a powerful figure in the dark side, so I assume he's some sort of Sith. I wish also that let me think. I mean, also I wish they said how they got Luke's lightsaber. That would have been cool because it looked like in episode 5 it looked like the lightsaber went down the shaft, but maybe it got caught on something, maybe it got picked up someone who worked there or something. I don't know. Also, there was a rumor that Finn was Lando Calrissian's son, but they didn't really touch on that. And they also never really said who Rey's parents were, or like because I mean, there's a thing. My dad and I were talking about this, and there was like a theory that maybe she's the son of Han and Leia, or Luke's son. If Luke kissed his sister, I'm not surprised if he hooked up with someone. To be honest, let's get that out of the way. But I mean, they're both strong in the Force, also. Like, I mean, Finn is Force sensitive as well, but like, and I thought it was supposed to be Finn that was gonna get trained, like, but and so was Rey. But I'm fine with that. It's cool. And so like the theory is like maybe that they're cousins or something because like I mean I don't know because I don't know like or their brother or sister who again they don't really allude to that. But and like there's a theory again the theories, one of the theories is that, Rey is Han Leia's child, but they never really alluded to that. They never said that, there's a hinting on that. I mean, we definitely know that Han and Leia had one child, which was Kylo Ren, who, turned out to be a bad apple. But I will tell you what this movie did good, which is a lot. Everything, like everything was perfect. It was a good pace. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't too slow. It was a good. I mean, it was more on the fast side, but but they knocked out. They did very well. Like the plot flowed perfectly. There was a bunch of good lines. There was like good humor. The lightsaber fights were amazing. Like they were awesome. Like especially like Kylo Ren's three-bladed lightsaber, like with the one he's holding in the poster. Like how he used that was pretty cool. And also, like, for Kylo Ren, who had minimal experience to get his ass kicked by a person who never even picked up a lightsaber, I'm pretty disappointed. Like, he's not a great fighter, but I also liked how, like, Kylo Ren, when he rages and, like, he vents, he just takes out his lightsaber, destroys things. He destroys a console, and he destroys a chair. When, he destroys the console when he gets the bad news that, BB-8's escaped. And like when he found out that Rey escaped, he destroyed a chair. The stormtroopers that were walking by just like walked back. That was hilarious. Like, also again, like I loved how that they put elements of the fourth movie, like there's a big scary weapon that's gonna destroy the galaxy, and you gotta blow it up and all. And like the most tense scene was with Kylo Ren and Han. Like that was intense. Like I thought that Han was gonna like kill Kylo Ren, or like Kylo Ren was gonna like commit suicide, and Han was trying to stop him. Like it wasn't exactly clear because he was like Kylo Ren was like really conflicted. Like it looked like he didn't know what was gonna happen, and like he just stabbed Han. And he fell through the reactor the shaft. I'll never see Han again. Also, like when Han and Leia found each other, like like Han was like, "You changed your hair," and Leia was like, new same jacket." And like Han was like, "Nah, that's a different jacket." Like they hadn't seen each other like in a while. Like when I guess when they found out that Kylo Ren killed all of Luke's students, I think they just separated. Like they wanted to deal with it in their own way. Like I'm glad that they put R2D2 and C3PO in there to a degree. I'm glad this wasn't all about Jar Jar. I'm glad there was no singing. Like, and I mean, like I felt like it was unique. It was mostly unique. They took elements from all the other movies, like the original, like Desert Planet and all the Bullet Death Star, like from four. Like they modeled it off of from four to a degree, almost. You know, like again, the effects were pretty good. Dialogue, character development, like I think that honestly, Finn and Rey are gonna hook up eventually. Like I think they like each other. Like it was awesome. I'm glad to see the Millennium Falcon back. Like I mean, the Republic thing. Like I wish they could have done more with that. Like they didn't really show any Republic fleet, and I'm wondering what happened to Coruscant. I don't know. Maybe that's controlled by the First Order or something. But I thought Coruscant was destroyed. Actually, like I just thought it was, but I don't know. They destroyed some other planet. Like the super weapon was cool. Like it was very cool. Like it destroyed the moons, destroyed the planet. Like it just shot and just exploded. Like kind of like the Death Star, but like just better. Like the entire planet was like a killer. It was Star Killer base. So and I think it was pretty cool how it had to draw on the sun to to get power. That was pretty cool. So I would rate this movie a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend you guys seeing it. Like also like BB-8 was like a manipulative little droid. Like he was able to get anything he wanted. Like that droid was clever. That was like amazing. Like all the characters were good. Like again, they did heavily model it off of like some of the other movies. Like they wanted to. to like recreate the feeling, and they did that. J.J. Abrams successfully did that. He was the damn good director in doing this. So, yeah, I would really recommend you guys seeing this movie. This is probably the best Star Wars movie yet. I don't know how 8 will be, but this was amazing, and they're doing like different directors also for the next two. Like the hype, the leading up to this, like for 10 years for me. When I saw episode 3, like I was wondering, well, where's 7? And like my parents were like, they haven't made it yet, like, or I don't know if they ever will make it. Heck, they were even supposed to do the original trilogy, not the original, the prequel trilogy. And so, I've been waiting for this movie for 10 years, like, and when that was announced, like, I was so happy, like, this was finally gonna happen, and it happened. It actually happened. It was just amazing, like, my childhood's now complete, it really is. I'm just, I'm just amazed and extremely thankful and gracious for everyone for who made this movie, who went into it, who even contributed just a little bit to this movie, like, it really made my childhood worth waiting for this movie. And by the time episode 8 comes out, I think I'll probably be all about done with high school, so I'll look forward to episode 8 and 9. I'm definitely looking forward to this. This was a great movie. I think this blows out almost all the other Star Wars movies. I think the next directors are going to really have to live up to this. Like, I wasn't even bored for a nanosecond that it was this good of a movie. And I just do want to add, like, I also thought that Captain Phasma was gonna have a bigger role in the movie. Like, I thought that, she was gonna have a bigger role, but she had a very minor role at all. But, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe we'll see more of her in episode 8, and we didn't see what she looked like under the helmet, so, yeah. But this was an absolutely amazing movie. It just was. I know I'm rambling. I've been rambling this entire video, so I'm gonna kind of stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. I encourage you to watch this movie. You should watch it. This needs to be in the National Archives. This needs to be in the Library of Congress. This was awesome. This was just a perfect movie. There's no other way to describe it. It was amazing. There's a couple questions, unanswered questions, but amazing. Just purely and truly amazing. And thank you, J.J. Abrams. It will not be called Jar Jar Abrams now. But this was terrific. Thank you.